Hello, 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 and welcome to this unfortunate sorrow of a video if you're watching this, in which today there was news of on Twitter. I'm gonna pull it up right now. You see my face all brightened up because I got that screen up of a YouTuber by the name of Etika, whose name is probably gonna mispronounce at least the in part Desmond Amofah. I'm gonna mispronounce that hard, so I'm just gonna leave that there. But yes, unfortunately, he was considered missing. I just saw via Twitter aspects that the police were looking for him about 5 days ago, and that they found him. Unfortunately, passed away. And from what I've read, which if most likely the news came out about it via the police report, was that it was suicide. It's hard to hear such news, especially of anybody that commits it. Because for the majority of the part, people who commit aren't, heinous, horrible people. You don't hear about terrorists committing suicide outside, suicide fest and unfortunate messed up stuff like that. But it's usually these troubled, good souls that commit suicide. And it's unfortunate to hear, but I am going to leave a link in the description to the suicide hotline if you ever feel like you need to call. I myself have grown up with depression and suicidal thoughts, and which I'm making this video. And I was lucky enough to get through it because of two reasons. Somewhat of my mental capacity has just helped me keep from committing suicide. There's like, they say, that you have an angel and a devil on your shoulder. You know, uh, for people don't know of some aspects of depression. Mine was is like, how you have that voice in your head, how you kind of talk to yourself where you think in your mind, you have that voice in your head that way. With my depression, it was, that voice just trying to tear me down, say negative things, commit suicide. No one will miss you. No one's probably going to cry at your funeral and stuff. Such depression unfortunately does exist, and help. You know, for some people like I guess like Etika, like myself, it's hard to reach out and ask for help because you know, with such depression as like I had, it's just like that voice just keeps beating you down, and you just don't think you can actually turn to somebody. You can't actually get help. But like I said, there was two reasons why I got through it. Like I said, one was like I actually had a good enough angel on my shoulder to help me through it, as well as other angels, of friends and family to help me through it. And it's unfortunate when, unfortunately, those others who don't have apparently a good enough mental capacity of an angel in their head to help keep them from committing suicide or feel like they can reach out for help, or sometimes people just unfortunately don't see it and just, go out of their way to help you out. And that's, I think, some of the reasons, unfortunately, of why, you don't see people asking for help is because, you know, it's like you feel like since they're not out there trying to get your attention, trying to keep you, talk to you and do therapy or anything to really help you out. What's the point of talking to anybody, especially a stranger on a phone? But it's better to try and get help, I would say, than to commit suicide because suicide is a momentary action that has a long consequence on others, not just yourself. Because yes, oh, I can't say that word. You now are no longer around, unfortunately. But it's, as they say, suicide, it doesn't just hurt you, it hurts the ones around you. Because now that you're no longer around, they don't know, what they did wrong, what they could have done, should have done. So unfortunately, they're now second guessing themselves. And just in the end, the only advice I can give is just say something, anything, even if it feels like you're stating hateful words to somebody. At least you're doing something, because having all this inside of you is just gonna continuously build and just feel horrible. And I think it's better to lash out than to lash inward, because then at least it's probably you're getting people's attention. They're gonna probably talk to you, figure stuff out and stuff. Just It's a confusing aspect to really comment on. It truly is because not all depression is the same. Like I said, I had mine where it was basically my voice in my head just trying to beat me down, convince me that suicide is the option. No one cares for me, no one's gonna cry at my funeral and all that stuff. In the end, though, the better solution is always to do something that isn't suicide. I mean, granted, there are other worse things, murder and all that stuff we can try and talk about, but just in the end, suicide, as it's many times stated, is never the option because it is just it's the easy way out. Life wasn't made for easy way outs. Having an easy out it's considered child's play because it's so simple. It's too quick of an answer. And life never gives you a quick, easy answer. You have to figure it out. You have to work at it. You have to do hard decision making and stuff. It's just in the end, suicide. I could always never state enough is never the answer, no matter how hard it feels. I mean, I felt like my life when I was depressed. I mean, it was in high school, it was after high school and stuff. It just felt like nothing could get better. But in the end, one thing I would say the reason why I had Angel on my shoulders is because I'm one who loves entertainment. Movies, music, video games, books, TV, whatever. And the thought that kept getting through my mind that kept me from committing suicide was, well, I'm gonna miss out on this, that, this video game, this show, this movie. There's so much awesomeness out there, and it keeps getting better and better and better. And if I commit suicide, I'm gonna miss out on that good stuff. That's what was like the main mental capacity that kept me going for myself outside of friends and family was, well, there's gonna be this awesomeness and that awesomeness, and if I kill myself, I'm gonna miss out on that stuff. No, so if that thought of aspects could help you from you know not commit suicide, at least I put out a word to state what could help. Just keep thinking. If I commit suicide, fuck these people who are being mean to me. There's this book I want to read when it comes out. This movie I want to see, this game I want to play. This group I want to see how big they get, how well they get. This music that they put out is so awesome. If I can state one thing in the end to help prevent another suicide, like unfortunately that was committed by Etika, is just think of the future and what you think what would be improved upon in life and what would improve your life when it happens. Because it's not to say that it would never be a thing. You know, we're entering an age soon to have new gaming consoles and stuff, and who knows where we're gonna go with movies and shows as well as music. Because right now one of the kind of big things that came out of left field was K-pop, and I've been enjoying it myself. And who knows what else will be big. Maybe there's music out there or group you see that like this is a good group. They're small, but I see they're getting big and making bigger and better music. I want to be around for that stuff. Come on. Just try and think of better positive thoughts out there in life that can get you through it. And as well, like I said, there's the phone number below for a suicide hotline. If you ever feel like you just need to talk to someone, sometimes it just helps. Sometimes it's just a stranger out there. You talk about anything, and it's therapeutic. Gets you through the day, and next you can call again and just life's better with you in it. If you, like I said, the only people I see ever are the ones that are committing suicide are the hurtful good souls. You know, of like just people who should be around and not the horrid, unfortunate people that there are around sometimes. The people all causing mayhem and havoc and just anarchy through the world. And it is an unfortunate day that another soul is no longer with us that probably brought joy to many. I've seen Etika a few times myself when he was visiting Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter playing games there and stuff. Seemed like just an amazing, awesome person, and it sucks that he's no longer around. It means I would never be able to meet him while I'm alive. Hopefully I'll be able to do so in the afterlife in heaven if I am at least allowed there. Hopefully. But in the end, it just sucks that he's no longer around. And I hope that this is just not going to be too much of a thing anymore. Suicide is just, it's a shitty thing to be a thing right now. And I know some people are like, well, he committed suicide, it's a sin, you can't go to heaven. I disagree with that. I don't see a God that is that just horrid. I don't see such a being, that Protestant existence, that's such a petty being. It might have been some in the beginning because there was such little life around, but nowadays, the way things are in life, I just don't see such a being saying, I'm going to keep up with that. If there's somebody commits suicide, they can just go to hell. No. I feel that anybody who's committed suicide ever is probably, most likely, undoubtedly in heaven right now. And I hope he's having a good time up there, Etika. I'm sorry that you're no longer around, and it sucks that I woke up to this news. And again, if any of you out there watching this do feel just sorrow and depression and just horror in your heart, there's a phone number at the bottom that you can call, or just, type in chat and let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a better life. Because that's what I could have wished for Etika, was a better life than what he felt he had. Just leave it there.